Hello, I am back. Well, I didn't actually go anywhere. Yeah, nothing's changed. It's same game. In fact, I barely, there was barely a pause between recording. But yeah, like I was saying, Mario 64. I hated that game. It was so repetitive and so crap. Uh, the controls felt really slow to respond. The camera angle was just not very good. You didn't have proper control. It was crying out for a second analog stick. And yeah, sure, the Nintendo 64 was one of the first consoles to have an analog stick at all. Not actually the first, as many people think. That was the Sega Saturn. It wasn't the standard controller, but the Sega Saturn analog controller had the first analog stick. And to be honest, the first analog stick was really way back in Atari 2600 days, because they still had a fucking joystick. What the hell do you call that? I call it an analog stick. An analog stick that you grip instead of you push your thumb on. It's the same thing. So yeah, it's not exactly new technology. But yeah, it was crying out for a second analog stick just so that you could control the camera. But yeah, I do like a couple of N64 games. I mean, I love the Mario Kart game. That was really fun. And there are a couple of others which I can't think of off the top of my head. I'd have to actually have a look at what games I've got, because I do have some now, obviously, but that was that it's not a console I tend to go back to. Oh yes, I said I would save at the end of every episode, didn't I? And apparently, oh yeah, I was going to say apparently I can't access the start menu, but that's because I'm pressing start and not X for the menu. That's the problem with being used to the old games. Apparently I've only been playing for 11 minutes, but that's weird. What was that? There is already a save game. It's impossible to save. Press up, select and B on the title screen if you want to erase the current save file. You're joking? I can't save this? You twats! Okay, I will be back in a bit. Because apparently I can't save. Because there's already a save file on this. Because I tested it earlier, which was bloody stupid of me. Okay, I will be back with whatever. Bloody stupid. See you in a bit. Bye. And we're back. I have sped through and already picked up the Pokédex. I've already been to see Mr. Pokemon, because quite frankly it's the starting bit. Everyone knows what it is. You go up, you see Professor Oak, he blabs at you for far too bloody long. It's a way of wasting the first 20 minutes of the game. And we've just had a call back because something terrible has happened, so we now need to go back to see Professor Elm. And hopefully, by the end of this video, we'll actually be able to catch our own Pokemon, for example, and be able to play the game proper, not follow the really hammy storyline for the first 20 minutes. But yeah, as you can see, it's still Totodile. I haven't done anything particularly. All I've done is run up, grab the Pokédex and come back down. I've got the mystery egg that I need to hand in, but that's about it. That's something new though. Apparently if you save your game, you can't save over it unless you specifically choose to delete it at the opening screen, which you have to press up, select and B to delete it, which is really weird. Also, this enemy is ridiculous. It's not actually even attacked me yet. I should not have got through that without without taking any damage. That felt wrong. Still, it happens. I do like, however, that because it's quite late in the afternoon at the moment, well, game time anyway, it means that it looks like sunset in the battle screens. I quite like that. That's a nice touch. I do like how we managed to get the trainer card in this one as well, which means that we saw their name rather than somehow just knowing the person's name. Fair enough. Apparently Totodile likes the scent of flowers. Each to their own. Personally, I don't have a preference. Flowers are okay, I suppose, if you like that sort of thing. But yes, we are back in New Bark Town for the second time. Now this police officer is bloody stupid. Who are you? We are investigating the case of missing Pokemon here. Rule number 1, whoever did it will come back to the site. Oh my, so you must be the one who did it. As if that would actually happen. I mean, I know that it's designed for kids, but for fuck's sake. And not only that, he immediately accuses me, says I must be the one who did it because I walked in the door. Right? Someone comes up and says it's a red-haired boy and he immediately takes that as fact. Is there something fucking wrong with the people who designed this game? Right, let's name this guy. Let's think. He should have an interesting name. I'm thinking... yeah. Lucian. I think that's good. Yes, that was his name. I'm glad I could help. Now, hopefully we'll be able to get back to town and buy some Pokeballs and, you know, catch our own Pokemon and do stuff soon. Oh yes, I've got to actually give him the egg. It's an egg. Not that they make a big deal out of an egg! And yet, two cities away, you can literally go and, you know, breed as many eggs as you like. I love how they also make a big deal about the fact that Professor Oak gave you a Pokedex. As if he doesn't give a Pokedex to every single little kid he finds. He's a bit creepy in that respect. Hello little kid, you've got some nice little pets that you want to have a cockfighting ring with. You know, one of those where you make your pets fight in a little ring, that thing that's illegal in every civilized nation. Oh, it's okay, let's teach kids to do that. So yeah, you're doing that, that's right. Come here, I'm going to give you a little ebook reader. There you go, good little kid. I'll give you my phone number as well. Bit fucking creepy, I say. It's all innocent, really. But they don't think about it from an adult perspective. It's not just kids that are going to play these games. They really, really should think about it carefully. Oh, now we get the tutorial on how to catch a Pokemon as if we've never played a Pokemon game before. Yes. Oh look, it's one of the most useless Pokemon in the game. Rattata was never actually that bad. I remember in the original game, I actually used to get a Rattata and evolve them into a Raticate as soon as possible, because I could give them Hyper Fang, which was a remarkably good move in the original games. Don't know if it's even still there. I could then give them Bubble Beam, Thunder Shock or Thunderbolt, one of the two, I can't remember which, and Ice Beam, I think it was, because rats are known for being able to manipulate the elements, obviously. And yeah, he ended up becoming a stable part of my group for the first couple of badges, because it had the ability to face off against almost every type in the original game. This was way before you had things like Dark and Steel and even Ghost. I mean, you had Ghastly and that, but they weren't really ghosts, in as much as they were still poison types, so you just use a bloody ground move on them and they were dead. I mean, a lot of people act as though Ghastly and Haunter and that were difficult to kill. They weren't. They were bloody piss easy. Ah, he actually gave us Pokeballs. That means you don't have to go to the Pokemart. Let's see if we can catch our first Pokemon then. Yes, she will do nicely. Hello, bird thing. I shall scratch you with my scratchiness. I should, if I scratch one more time, leave it with a little bit of health. I think. Yes, perfect. I think we got this one in the bag. Quite literally. We've only got 5 balls, so let's not fuck this up. Our first caught Pokemon. Aren't we amazing? We've caught a pigeon. Well, that's our first bird anyway, so this will match our bird theme, which I was saying about in the previous video. Don't need another one. Yeah, definitely don't need another one. I've already caught one of them. Let's just run from here. I believe if we go up a bit we can catch a Spearow, and hopefully we'll be able to do that before the end of the video. We've only got a minute or so left before the end of the video, but we can at least have a look. Up here. Now, I believe you can catch Spearows and Geodudes if they haven't changed it from the original Silver. Up here, and you used to be able to catch, I believe it was Nidoran males. I'm not sure if you could catch Nidoran females, but you could definitely catch Nidoran male. And here we have the Spearow. Scratch that bird. Okay, that's done quite a bit of damage, so we're going to probably have to catch this one here and now. So bag, let's use our Pokeball. And success. That's our first 2 caught. So thank you for joining us for this. This was enjoyable, I think. Next time you see us, we'll be we'll be into night time, I believe, on the game. So we wouldn't have had a chance to catch these guys again, because you can't catch Spearows and Pidgeys during the night time. But I shall save here, and I will see you on the next episode.